Hey, what's up, y'all? Daquan here. And in this video, I kind of want to talk to you guys about how you can use camera gear and technology to help yourself stand out in this saturated world and music industry. By the way, I'm going to be talking to you like you just came over to the house and we just kicking it for a little bit. This is a conversation. So get you some coffee, get you a drink. My favorite drink is the Baja Blast by Mountain Dew. I don't have it right now, but pretend I got my drink, you got your drink, and we just chopping it up, all right? I'm gonna say one of the things that really helped push my career forward on social media is not so much worrying about the chords and musically being better, right? That's the low-hanging fruit. And a lot of us musicians are very short-sighted, or we lack the bigger picture because we're so consumed in what we do, right? No one really cares about how much better you sound. That's not going to push you forward. So I had to grow up and think bigger, right? How can I set myself apart? And one of the ways that I did that was actually focus on the technology and the gear that I use. Like if you go on social media, you go on Instagram, anything like that, most musicians are just pulling out their phones and using that. And although that's great, everyone is doing that. So currently I have 3 cameras in my rig, right? Right here, what you're looking at is the Sony ZV-1. Out of the cameras that I have, this one is the best in low light. The other cameras that I use, which I'll talk about later, are not as good in low light. The good thing about this camera is that it's all one thing. The lens is built into the camera, so what you get is what you get. The camera looks great out of the box. You know, if you want to just tweak some, settings, it's all available in there, but this camera is very easy to use and it's very easy to lug around. Before I show you guys the other cameras in my arsenal, here's some footage that I took with the Sony ZV-1.
Good to see each and every one of you here. Why don't you go ahead and lift your hands and lift your voice unto the Lord and sing of his goodness in this place. Father, you are our joy and sorrow. You are our hope for tomorrow. And we stand on every promise that you have given to us today. Hallelujah, Jesus. Come on, church, listen, get up, say.
It looks pretty good, right? So the next camera, the main camera that I use in my arsenal is the Canon M50, right? This is the Mark I, or the first one, right? This camera didn't come with this lens. This lens is the Sigma 16 millimeter, and it changed the game for this camera. This camera is an old camera. I believe it came out in 2018, and the Sony ZV-1 came out in 2020, I think. Maybe 2021, one of those years, all right? But this camera is old, but it looks amazing, especially with the Sigma lens, right? So if you're looking to step your content game up, I highly recommend getting this, especially this year, right? It's still a good camera. The real videographers and photographers are gonna push you to get the current thing. But as a musician, I'm a musician first. I just want something that looks good, right? And older cameras still look good. Pretty much anything 2016 and newer is gonna be fire. So here are some video footage of the Canon M50 with the Sigma lens. I was shedding the modes and I stumbled over this really cool Locrian voicing. Check it out. It's a C Locrian voicing. Here's the scale. All right, let's use it in context. All right, and the last camera in my content rig is the Canon T6, right? With the Sigma 18 to 35 lens, right? The lens costs more than the camera, okay? So this camera is an old camera, budget camera, beginner friendly. I got this off Facebook Marketplace for like $400, and it came with like 3 lenses. So that was a good steal in my opinion, right? And it was good to help start me off. But this camera is the oldest. I think it came out in 2016, right? It doesn't have good autofocus, right? Not continuous autofocus, rather. So I use this as my overhead camera for my piano and stuff like that. I don't recommend this camera for your main camera, but a good top-down shot, especially if you're playing gigs or you're teaching and things like that, or a good B cam, right? You want to, set your focus and just let it stay there. Then this can be a great option. But This Sigma lens really helped take this camera to the next level. All right, so let me show you some footage with the Canon T6 with the Sigma 18 and 35 lens. All right, so those were the footage for all 3 cameras that I currently own, and they all look great, and they're all a huge step above using an iPhone or whatever phone that you have, all right? If you really want to take what you do to the next level, you got to think beyond the music, right? How can you package and position yourself to be a step above everyone else? That's what I did to grow my channel and to grow my platform online, because there's so many players that can outplay me. I can hold my own now, but I can't compete on that level. What I have to do is figure out where everyone else is lagging, if you will, and be about 3 or 4% better, and that's good enough. All right, so if you guys found value in this video, check out the affiliate links in the description below. I have links to all of those, and if you use those links, I get a kickback or a little commission-based sale off that at no extra cost to you. If you want to support the channel, do that. If you found this helpful, give me a like, comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, take care.